So, what was it? Basic do's and don'ts, exam conditions, 75-day strategy, exam conditions. Yes. So, I'll discuss generally and then I'll give you the next 75 days ka timetable. See, remember the difference between a person who's already given the attempt and a person who is giving freshly. What is the major difference? Experience about obviously how the paper comes, how to prepare your what you call revision, how to revise everything. Apart from that, the most important part is your exam conditions, right? So as soon as you roughly around 3 weeks before, 2 to 3 weeks before, your prelims exam, 25th March, right? So maybe March first week or something, before March 10th, they'll be releasing your hall ticket. So your first thing what you have to do is go to that place, see whether that is accessible. ಎಷ್ಟು time ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ. Go on a Sunday morning. ಇವಾಗ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ obviously auto, cab, everything you get. Sundays you usually don't get because everyone takes holidays, right? So go on a Sunday morning whenever you plan to go. So it's ideally, like let us say 9:30 is your exam starting. 9 o'clock the door closes. Okay, you have to be inside. You have to sit half an hour, doing nothing. Okay, so 9 o'clock you have to go, and 8:45 only it will start. Basically, people and all will be coming. So 8:45 andre 15 to 20 minutes buffer you have to take always. You never know, right? Panchar agbodu, the traffic jam agbodu, ene ond agbodu. So 8:30, let us say if you have to reach also, depend upon where you go. Suppose you are in Chandra layout right now. Into Varege, if you have to go to, let us say, some college in Vijayanagar only, so obviously it can be accessed in 15 minutes. But if you have to go to your Yelanka, it takes at least 1 hour, right? If you have to go to your Devanalli, 2 hours. Whitefield, 2 hours. And most of the time, please do not go in your what do you call, bus or metros and all, because ಒಂದು ನೀವು ನಡಿಬೇಕು, ಹತ್ತಬೇಕು, ತುಂಬಾ unnecessarily you want to struggle yourself physically. Don't struggle on that day. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಊಟ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಉಳಿಸಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಿ, don't struggle on that day, because whatever is there you have to have the highest comfort. So obviously book a cab or something, then go wherever you are going. So plan your journey accordingly, right? So go visit first, you see that whether everything is there, and obviously if you are not lucky enough that college may bathroom be correct, say won't be proper, so in that case you should know where public toilets are also there, right? Google map ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ public toilets ಇರುತ್ತೆ, but ಅದು functioning ಇದೆಯೋ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. So make sure that is functioning, where you get what coffee else ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, where you get your breakfast, and in those 3 hours from 11:30 to 2:30 where you're going to basically take your rest. Plan everything properly beforehand. Don't think that ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋಣ. Don't do all this. Okay, I did it in my first attempt, and in those 3 hours and the entire 2 hours I was searching for food. I was in Hyderabad, Mehdipatnam. That is like a bus stop, care market. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನನ್ಗೇನ್ ಗೊತ್ತು. I am like taking entire round, and obviously I didn't find any restaurants or anything. Finally I had to order Zomato, which came half an hour ತಗೊಂಡ for a curd rice, and I spent 300 rupees only for 2 bites, because I didn't plan well, right? Obviously it's going to add a stress factor. 3 hours so much stress it is going to affect your CSAT performance. So wherever it is, whatever it is, go beforehand, see the exam hall, nearby locations, how it is, because you will be writing in May 25th. ಇನ್ನ ಮಳೆಗಾಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಮುಂಚೆ 4-5 ವರ್ಷ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗೋದು. May 25th is going to be very hot, right? Because monsoon will not yet enter. It usually enters around June 5th. If at all it is late, maybe June 10th. But May 25th is still the monsoon is not entering. It will be dead hot. So make sure that you have to carry enough stuff. If you are a person who sweats a lot, make sure you always carry your handkerchief. It is very, very important. There are small things, so but a small things, and you will forget it, and you're going to spoil your paper basically. So have a kerchief, have your tissues. People who feel very hot, who have a lot of sweating, this Dermacool powder will come, right? So use that particular powder. I'm not promoting any brand though, okay, but people have used it. I don't use it, but people use it, and it is like now don't tell I don't use that powder, I don't use this brand only. एक दिन में तुम्हें cancer नहीं आएगा, okay, nothing will happen, right? So don't be like specific about and all. If at all it is working, let it work. Carry sufficient amount of your dry fruits and all, because it's required in those 3 hours. You need to have your energy, lot of nutrition, so that you actually attempt your paper, especially your what do you call fruits and dry fruits. More than food, you will be much more refreshed through your caffeine, fruits and dry fruits. So carry a lot of your dry fruits in the morning also, in the afternoon also. It is very, very crucial, right? And have a light breakfast. It's very important you have a light breakfast. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ವಾರ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂದಿರಲ್ಲ. 1 week you would have not slept, and that will be your D day. And on the D day, anything you eat, you will be very sleepy, and it's very possibilities that you might go to sleep also. You might have stress irte, how can go? Are yaar brain agar if it is tired, it likes survival is more important than this exam. Ivattan dinake exam is more important for you people than life. But avattan dinake brain, when it activates the survival mode, you to survive is more important, and you will feel like it's okay, next year ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. And the next day when it happens, no, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಪಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 year would have been saved. So obviously don't make it a regretful decision, right? So have light food. Try to have your carbohydrates and proteins only. Don't have as such fiber and all. Fiber, I hope you understand. Salads and all. Cucumber is fine, but you have other salads and all. No, your carrot, radish and all. It takes, digestive system takes more energy to digest all those. You don't have all those. Don't have a masaladar pulao or all those things. Have nice idli. We South Indians ka best advantage, we have your idli, right? So it's a filling also. It's nutritious enough. So carbs sigutte alli. So have any decent. Don't have go to for your Mysore ghee masala dosa and all. Don't go for all those. Don't be obviously it's common sense here. Don't make it a heavy food. And if you are addicted to coffee, make sure you have coffee dose, caffeine dose. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಫುಲ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕೆಫಿನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಡ್ ಬುಲ್, ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಕುಡಿದಾಗ ಫುಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಯು ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫಾಲ್. Prelims it might work because it's a 1-day affair, but for mains it will not work, okay? Because next day only will become, your energy will dip off. ನೀವು ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು energy dips off. That is how your energy drinks works also. So I will personally tell, don't have all those things, right? Have a lot of dry fruits, and usme bhi dry fruits mein badam, your your kishmish, what do you call, cranberry, there is ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ, rich people can have walnut. What I'm telling is dates is a good source of your carbohydrates. Arey yaar, what is that? Anjur, right? So have that. It is a lot of energy you will get, and it is filling also. So make sure you have your anjeer also. Go spend 500 rupees. Nothing will happen. Don't be conjuice here. If you become conjuice, 3 lakh rupees per year. If at all you have to give one more attempt, you only count your 15,000 per month expenditure. 3 lakh rupees bandutte. Don't be conjuice for 500 rupees and all. It's okay. Spend that day. Sala maradru madi. But madi, right? So that is with respect to your exam day. And coming to your sleep cycle, many of you have already started struggling with your sleep cycle, and you like it or not, it's going to become worse as the days near to the D day, right? So 25th May is your D day. So hokta you a lot of sleep, it might get affected. So obviously meditation is the Ramban for this. You follow any meditation, Kriya meditation, Vipassana you follow guided, whatever it is, follow meditation, right? It's very crucial. At least you do 15 minutes of your meditation. ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, that means you're not meditating. Okay, that is not how it functions. Go to YouTube, type your, there is something called your meta meditation. You can maybe follow your meta meditation. It is a good guided meditation irutte. Kiviಗೆ headphones ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು sit at a place for 15 minutes. So meditation you can follow. Along with your meditation, you call it, you can do your pranayam, or you can do your yogic breathing, or for that matter box breathing. You people and all Gen Z generation who believes in American culture and all. So America also, Navy SEALs, their special agency, they follow box breathing. So box breathing ಏನಂದ್ರೆ basically your 5 seconds inside, you inhale, 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds exhale, 5 seconds hold. 20 seconds is one cycle. So after repeating of 6 to 7 cycles of this, roughly around 2.5 minutes you're spending. 2.5 minutes already your whatever anxiety you have, whatever panic you have, it's going to calm down. ನೀವು 2026 people, you may not still understand all this, right? So look at these faces. You will still not understand all those things, but it will be helpful in the month of January next year, 2026. So make sure you do your box breathing properly. Right? I have to call it box breathing because if the moment I call it yogic breathing, The moment I call it pranayam, no, arey sir, why should we follow Indian culture? Adala work agala. Some people will be there, right? So the same thing it is. They give the name of box breathing, but it's nothing but yogic. Yogic breathing is the same thing, right? So you can follow this, and before giving your exam, make sure always you do this. Avatin dina onsaರಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಆಗಲ್ಲ, right? Every day you have to do it from now, so that it, you know, you always calm. So one more thing is, always give your exam GS paper from now on 9:30 to 11:30, and obviously 2:30 to your 4:30 you give your CSAT strictly on a OMR sheet. And this is 75 days is there, so you have to solve everyday paper from now. Okay, every day you have to solve a paper from now, either GS or CSAT, it doesn't matter, but you have to give your prelims paper. So I'll tell you in the last 15 days what to do. So roughly around 50 to 60 exam you're going to solve, out of which, you know, 75% of your will be GS and 25% will be CSAT. So make sure you are always following in the same thing. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು CSAT ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, don't do all those. You should also get habituated how to solve your paper in the afternoons also, because ಶೆಕೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಸಿಲು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Obviously it's very tendency that after your food you take a nap, right? Some of you have a bad habit also. It's not wrong, but exam ದಿವಸ you don't have any place to sleep, no? ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ ಮಲಿಕೋತೀರಾ, ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಿಕೋತೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಲಿಕೋತೀರಾ, ರೋಲ್ ಮಲಿಕೋತೀರಾ, no? Bangalore, you know, no, they will just go off, obviously, right? You don't have space to sleep over there. So you have to make sure that your brain is habituated to solve in this time only, right? So that is with respect to this, and obviously that half an hour will be there, no, 9 to 9:30. Maybe, you know, during your mocks and all, maybe 15 minutes you can spend. Actual exam is half an hour. That is a torture time, half an hour. Time ಎಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು 1 minute ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, and some 50 times you see the time, and at the same time, no, 1 minute ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, because that half an hour waiting period is there, no? It's very much struggling. So make sure that you start on your paper at 9:15 only. Do your meditation, pranayam, whatever you want to do, visualization, all those you do, so that you can prepare yourself mentally. Remember one thing, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಲಿ ಪೇಪರ್, right? It is difficult for everyone. If the paper is difficult, it is difficult for everyone. If the paper is easy, it's easy for everyone. Just because you are finding difficult doesn't mean only you are going to fail, right? Everyone's the same thing, it is going to happen, because maximum 15 to 20 questions only you know. Other 80 questions is a gamble only at the end, right? So if it's difficult for everyone, so don't be in a don't lose your hope or don't lose your confidence in the middle of the exam, irrespective of the result. Even if you get negative, it's fine, but be the most confident person in your exam hall. Think that you only know everything and no one knows anything. Be like that attitude. Nothing will happen on that day, mata, obviously, only on that day. So make sure you have enough of the confidence on that day, full entire day, right? So 2023 now prelims ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the same thing has happened. It was the till now there is the toughest CSAT, or what you call GS and CSAT prelims paper in the entire history of your UPSC. So almost 45-50 minutes into the exam hall, hardly I'm able to touch 2 to 3 questions, so like in the first round, and I'm like, arey yaar, 45 minutes, 6 years of preparation, 5 attempts, sab gaya, and the thoughts are coming up, and you have roughly 1 hour, you have not even touched more than 95 questions. So it was a tough thing. So then I saw all the people in the class, sabke hosh ude hue, and obviously people will be like, don't know what to do. Some people will be there, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Leave those people, they're anyway not in the competition, okay, they're not in the competition, but majority of them are also. Then I thought, this is my time, because many of them will be there, I have to use my experience. Then I count myself, then only I give the exam. So it will happen to you also. Depends on whether it's easy or difficult. If you are feeling it is easy, that means the cutoff is going to go more also, and others are also easy. Remember it, okay? So don't be overconfident and mark off all the 100 questions. Adella madak hogedi. Just know your limit, right? So that is with respect to your exam and sitting for the exam. Other than that, in the next 75 days, what you can do is